fast pit stops, some even approaching the sub 2 second mark. But what about the longest? Well, that would go to Valtteri Bottas, who had to retire after a seized wheel nut forced him to retire in the 2021 Monaco GP. The seized nut was removed 43 hours later, which officially makes it the longest pit stop turnaround in history. If you don't know, the tubular safety device that sits over the driver's head, aptly named the halo, is constructed out of titanium and adds roughly 9 kilograms to the car's total weight. The United Kingdom has achieved more World Drivers' Championships than any other country, over a quarter of which were won by Lewis Hamilton. I'm not superstitious, but in the long and fruitful history of F1, no one with the surname Hill has ever failed in winning a world title. For example, Graham Hill, Damon Hill and Phil Hill are all previous World Championship winners. Ferrari are the only team to have raced in every single season of Formula One. The inaugural World Drivers' Championship was held in 1950 during the 4th season of F1. Giuseppe Ferrari...
Hello and welcome back to another ILR Monza. It's sprint week here in Monza and quality is underway. Just get this all set up. So I believe Malik will be the first one to come across the line to start his first flying lap. So heading down towards turn 1. Monza is known for its high speed, and I think it's only like it's just mainly straights. The only track with just straights. So as we head down towards around turn 3, Malik taking the first 2 corners well, up towards the end of the first sector with a 26.4. Into this tricky chicane, get it wrong, you can go over the sausage grab and put it into the gravel, or invalidate your lap that he does well into the double right-handers of Lesmos, pretty sure it is. DRS wide open down towards the last couple of corners, 53.0, and take nice and cleanly traffic up ahead, so just hope that they don't get in the way of his lap. That's the mine pulls out the way just in time for Malik to come around the final corner. Now up towards the line comes Malik and will set a lap time of a 1:19.5. Really solid lap from Malik, who will be the next to cross the line. It will be Ayrton. Ayrton will come across the line and will set a 1:21.5, so 2 seconds slower than Malik. Who is the next? It is Luke. As he comes across the line, he's got the Williams. Oh no, he's boxing and it's 1:20.2. So much better time than Ayrton, but it is still only the first couple of runs. Velocity next to come across the line, and we'll go P3 with 1:20.5, just a second behind Malik. The Ferrari of Roman now is on his outlap and will start his lap now. F1 Scenario will be the next one to come across the line to set a lap time, or is it Sayer? No, it will be Sayer as comes up towards the line and will set a lap time of 1:19.1 and goes 4 tenths quicker than his teammate. F1 Scenario now, Isaac goes P6 1:21.6. F1 Scenario will go P3 with a 1:19.6. So we've got 3 drivers in the 119s at the moment. So we're still waiting for Plimble and Roman to complete their laps. We've got a new guy of Sam in the Mercedes car. And Plimble heading down towards the final corner. Now up towards the line, and we'll come across the line and we'll set a lap time of a 1:20.4. This is going to be a really bad weekend for Ferrari if they can't find some pace from somewhere. Roman next, and it's a much better lap time than his teammate. He goes P2 with a 1:19.4. So Roman still only 3/10 behind Sayer, but is still a much quicker time than his teammate Plimble. Baxi and Albers, or both of that out. See what these two can do, as Baxi will come round the final corner to start his first lap. Now head down towards turn 1. Through Curve Grande. Yeah, that's fine. Now into the double Lesmos, pushing the limits a little bit, but still having 2 tyres on track. But around the second Lesmo, he doesn't take as much curbing on the exit. Up towards the Scari now. It's a 53.7. Just realised why is I don't know. I don't know. Don't remember the track map getting run outside, but Baxi rounds the final corner now. Oh, he's got an invalidated lap time, so he must have done it on the exit of Ascari. He's right on board with Albers now. DRS wide open, up towards Ascari. 53.8, and he's validated his lap time. Baxi and Albers still yet to set a lap time, but we have 9 minutes left of the session, and Sayer is currently top with his teammate Malik in P2 with a 1:19.4, 3/10 behind his teammate. Plimble having a really poor first lap, but he has still got at least another 2 attempts to get a much better lap time in. Ooh, I think he put the McLaren off. I think Luke is on a lap, and he's got in the way of his lap, and I think Luke will not be happy with him. But into the first chicane we go with Luke. Into the double Lesmos. He's going to get a nice toe. Oh, no he's not. As he opens up his DRS. Now down towards Ascari. It's going to be 2 tenths down on his previous lap, so clearly that incident costed him in that incident hit between him and Plimble has cost him quite a lot. He rides the final corner and he comes up towards the line and will only improve by a little bit with a 120.140. F1 scenario is now on a lap through Curva Grande. As he comes across the first sector, he's 1/10 up on his previous lap. He's going to need to gain at least 3/10 to be near Roman and Malik, well, to get past Roman and Malik. But let's see what he can do. DRS wide open down towards Ascari now. He's 300ths down on his previous lap. Where can he find some time in this lap? I think he may have backed out. Yeah, I think he may have backed out off of that lap. Yeah, he backed out, so he's now boxing. Plimble goes quicker, but only enough for P5, so it's still a poor session for Plimble as of yet. He goes P5 with 119.9. So we'll ride on board with Saya for his second lap of the session. DRS wide open, heading down towards turn 1. Sam has retired out of on the exit of the second Lesmo, so clearly lost the rear and put it into the wall. Saya gets a really nice exit out of turn 2. I think there was a bit of skirmishing on the rear as he exited, but still going well as he is 1/10 up on his previous lap time. Roman goes P2 with a 119.3, 2/10 down on Saya, but Saya is going much quicker on his second lap. Through the second as maybe come with Saya. He gets a really nice exit, DRS wide open down towards Ascari, reaching 215 miles an hour, almost 220 miles an hour before heavy braking into the Ascari. Now just one more corner to go of Parabolica before a dash to the line as he rounds the final corner. I didn't see if he was up on his previous lap, but we go through Parabolica up towards the line and we'll come across the lap. The line was set a 118.8, first driver into the 118s, and I can't see any other driver beating that lap time. Malik invalidates his lap and will go again. DRS wide open, heading down towards turn 1. See if he can make it a Red Bull 1-2. 3 minutes left of the session. 3.5 minutes left of the session. Can anyone hook up a lap good enough to beat Saya, or will Saya be on top once again? Luke is retired in the pits by the looks of it. As Malik is invalidated his lap once again. So I think that's going to be the end for Malik, as I don't think he's going to have enough time to get back into the pits and get back out again. So I think that is Malik's quali done. And yeah, it will be Malik's qualifying session done, as is still getting Sayar into the box, into the garage. So by the looks of it, Sayar will be on pole position unless Roman can pull off a lap good enough to beat him. So Roman will now begin his lap. Heading down towards turn 1. Sorry, I'm just doing some. Right, here we go, Roman through to Ascari now. It's not going to be enough for pole position, as he's only 400s up on his previous time. Leaks didn't have enough time to get across the line, so his qualifying session is over. Roman rounds Parabolica now. Up towards the line, and he is boxing. So Sayar is your pole sitter for the sprint. I forgot it was sprint week. Roman in P2, followed by Malik, F1 Scenario, Plimble, Luke in P6. Velocity still on his lap, so I wonder if he can beat anyone's time as he comes across the line and will set 1:19.9, so goes P6. Luke down into P7, Albers P8, Sam in P9 on his first race, I believe it is. Baxi P10, Isaac P11, and Ayrton, who is on a lap, but it's not going to be good enough, in P12. Right, qualifying over for the sprint. And we'll have a 9-lap sprint race before the race. It's the main race itself. Ayrton 2 and 2.2 seconds behind Sayar. That is crazy. Sayar just clearing the grid, or clearing second place by 4/10. That is just ridiculous. It's lights out and away we go here in Monza for the sprint race. Heading down towards turn 1. We go with Say leading the way, followed by Roman. Malik down into turn 1 but gets spun on the, gets closed off on the inside and is taken out, and it's all the way down. I've lost him. It down into P11. What a horrid start for Malik. Got squeezed in on the inside into turn 1, but Velocity now through on Plimbull, but Plimbull goes back at him, and F1 Sari gets a 3-second time penalty already for cutting the corner. But Sam getting away well, but Saya already near enough a second ahead of Roman, but Roman is still sticking with him. Plimbull in P2, 2 seconds back to him, and Velocity slowly closing back on him as he got, I think he got forced off track going into the second chicane. But as we come across the line, Saya leads Roman by 8/10 and sets the fastest lap of the race whilst doing it. Malik is slowly making his way back up and is up into P8. The last points position, as obviously in the sprint, you only get points if you finish from 8th to 1st. 1 point for 8th and 8 points for 1st, I believe it is. Vaxi in P9, followed by Albers, his teammate Isaac, and Luke down in last, struggling with pace. I don't know if he's in AI or if he's just really struggling with pace. But Roman's slowly closing in. He's not closing in on him too much, but he is slowly but surely reeling him in. F1 Scenario up into P6, but Sam's fighting back at him, and Scenario goes off track once again, I believe, and gets the overtake done. But this allows Malik to get involved, and Malik gets a double overtake heading down towards Parabolica, and Sam getting back past F1 Scenario. But F1 Scenario takes a much tighter line down on the inside and gets side by side with Sam up across the line, but Sam's got a much better straight line speed than Scenario, and closing in on Malik, who will make a move down the inside into turn 1. None of them are close enough to get the move, and they all stay how they are, but Malik reeling in Ayrton, but Sam gets a really poor exit out of turn 2, which now gives F1 Scenario a chance to get side by side with him. Malik up into P5, overtaking him as F1 Scenario collects Sam and spins him round. Ayrton gets a 3-second time penalty. F1 Scenario looking to make a move down the inside, but Sam closed the door and went for the corner, and F1 Scenario stuck his nose in and has taken Sam out. But F1 Scenario getting the move done and up into P7. Saya now has gained a huge amount of time through Ascari. So clearly there was a mistake from Roman, and now has broken the 1 second gap, and the safety car has come out. The safety car is out here for the Monza sprint, as they will go across the line and rush through another lap before the safety car can bunch the pack up. What a couple of opening laps we have had. Here in Monza, Malik gaining a huge amount of ground throughout these 4 laps, after dropping down to P11, and now is back up into P5, doing a really great job, and the safety car has actually helped him in a way, as he can now get some more moves done on the Aston Martin and both Ferraris. and get up there with his teammate to help him out. But safety car is out. And your order is, at the moment, is Saya in first, followed by Roman, Plimble, Velocity, Malik, Ayrton, and F1 Scenario, both with time penalties for cutting the corners or exceeding track limits too many times. Baxi in P8, Isaac P9, Sam in his first race in P10, Luke P11, and Albers in P12. Both the brothers of Luke and Albers, Luke and his brother Albers, really struggling for pace. Yep, 5 from 9. Here for the Monza sprint. Well, probably 3 laps left, or maybe 2 or 3 laps left of normal racing. Safety car will stay out for another lap while both the Albers brothers catch up to back of the pack. Wasn't here last week because got hit with COVID, but I'm back, and what an open couple laps we've had. Hopefully the race is just as entertaining as the sprint has been. So far will be in this lap as everyone is bunched up, so we'll get 2 laps of racing, about 3 laps, but so say we'll back the pack up to allow the safety car to get away and get into the pits before we can get racing for the last couple of laps. Then we'll say decide to go. Will he leave it late or will he go early? Slow the pack right down. So he's going to wait until the exit of Parabolica. And he's gone now. He is gone and has... I've just realised that I didn't have any of this on. But you're not allowed to overtake before the safety car line, and Plimbull has got a 5-second time penalty with a collision with Velocity. So clearly there was contact off of the start and not off of the restart. But Malik is up into P3 now. Malik, after having a really hard start, is up into P3 and it needs to get up there with his teammate to help him. But Roman is all over the back of Sayar, but made a little mistake going into the chicane as he took a bit too much curbing on the off of turn 5. But Sayar getting a really poor exit out of the second Lesmo, which has now allowed Roman to catch back up to him. I think we'll only get... I don't even think we'll get another lap of DRS. I think actually we'll get one lap of DRS, but Roman will only get to use that on the back of the little second DRS straight, but whether he'll be close enough or not is the question. Malik slowly closing in on the pair. Let's see if any of them can make a move. Ayrton and Luke squabbling down in towards turn 1. It's going to be really close, but they all keep it nice and clean, and Luke is up into P6. Ayrton does have a time penalty as well as F1 scenario, so I think only Luke and Vaxi may get a better hand of it, as Ayrton gets another 3-second time penalty. So that is 6 seconds now for Ayrton, as they I think Ayrton and Albers make contact, or Ayrton Isaac may have made contact. I'm not too sure what had happened. Lap 8 of 9 now, and Saya is 6/10 clear of Roman, as Sam, on like he did in qualifying, binned it into the wall on the exit of the second Lesmo and is out of the sprint race. Clearly not a favourite corner for him, as DRS is now enabled on the final lap of the sprint. Roman has got one chance, and one chance only, to get this done and get the sprint win, but don't think he will be close enough. It's going to be really close. Sayar has much more ERS battery than what Roman does. I think Malik hasn't got enough to get up in get up to them, so it looks like P3 it will be for Malik. Roman will have one last shot. Needs to get a really good exit. Gets a sort of poor exit compared to Sayar, and it's not going to be enough. Pimble gets a 3-second time penalty now, and this it will drop him down to P8, he'll only be scoring 1 point. Roman gets a really nice exit out of Ascari, down towards Parabolica now. We go with them. He's using all his battery into Parabolica. It's not going to be enough. Albers is retired now, so Plimble will get P7, but Sayar just hangs on and will come across the line to win the sprint here in Monza. Roman put up a really good fight, and only enough for P2. Malik in P3. F1 sorry with a time penalty, but still manages to come home in P4. Luke in P5, back to Pimble. Ayrton Isaac will come home in P8 due to Ayrton's 6-second time penalty, and Velocity will cross line eventually for P10. Albers, not too sure what happened to him, but he has DNF, and Sam I think he just lost the rear on the second Lesmo and put it into the wall. But that is the sprint race over. And now time for the main race. Isaac, driver of the day. And there is clarification of the points for a sprint race. 1 point for 8th and 8 points for first. So, here we go, 5 red lights here in Monza, and it's lights out and away we go. Sayer getting away really well off of the start, Roman close behind him, but Malik gets a really good launch off of the start, heading down towards turn 1, looks to make a move on Roman, but can't get the move done. F1 Scenario looking to get past Malik as they go side by side through Curva Grande, but Malik comes out ahead, but F1 Scenario will get a much better line. But here we go, Roman down in towards the chicane and gets the move done into the lead of the race. Wow, what a move from Roman to get past Sayer and up into the lead of the race. Sayer losing out after winning the sprint and has now got a fight on his hands to win this race. But Roman taking the lead on lap 1, and he's got to do a lot of defending if he wants to win this race. But what a start from Roman, and Malik looking to look to get down the inside of Roman off of the start, but didn't have enough speed to get the move done, and now he's got to help his teammate try and get back up into the lead of the race or go for the win himself. I'm not sure what else happened, but Plimble is still in P7, didn't make any moves off of the start, but now here he comes on the Williams of Baxi, down the inside he goes, and will he get the move done? I don't think he's got enough pace as he forces Baxi wide a little bit and is up into P5 now, as I don't know what happened. Oh no, Sayer's been got spun around. I didn't even see what had happened, but Sayer and Roman, I think they may have come together, both causing them to lose positions. Roman not as much, but Sayer losing a huge amount of positions and is down in last place. But Malik taking the lead of the race, followed by F1 Scenario, Roman in P3, Velocity in P4. And then P5 comes Plimble and is on the back of Velocity. But that Sayer has now got a mountain to climb for to be able to win this race. I'm not too sure what had happened. I think Saya may have made a lunge down into turn 1, or they may have tangled on the exit of turn 2, causing them to lose a huge amount of positions. But Malik sets fast lap the race over 122.4. But here we go. Plimbull on Velocity, looks to take the inside line. Velocity not giving him much space, and he goes wide. He runs, he outbrakes himself and manages to get the car slowed down enough and get the overtake done, and can now get after his teammate Roman, who is 2 seconds up from 2 seconds up the road. Velocity has now got Vaxi on him. Oh, Plimbull makes a mistake and has lost 2 positions. And will it be a third? It's going to be a third position. Plimbull is now back down into P7. He got the move done and has outbraked himself and has now lost a couple of positions. Now he's got to recompose himself and find his rhythm once again. But Malik still leading the way. Roman slowly hunting in F1 scenario, and surely will get him on this main straight, as F1 scenario won't have DRS to help him. Roman sets the fast lap of the race. Oh, F1 scenario does have DRS, but it's not going to be enough DRS no matter what. Roman gets up into P2 and can now get after Malik. Plimbull just still falling down the order, and it's coming a horror race for him. Got up into P5, was looking strong, made a mistake, and is now back down into P8. But Luke making a move on Ayrton and is up into P6, not waiting around for anyone, which has now allowed Plimbull back down the inside and back up into P7. But Ayrton will surely come back at him, as he has DRS as well as Plimbull. DRS train starting to form up now. Roman closing in on Malik, but F1 scenario is still there with him. They're clearly using Roman as a tow. Oh, there's a safety car. I didn't even see. Albert is DNF. Don't know where. I see. He must have lost it through Ascari and is now out of the race. So safety car lap on lap 4. And Saya has made an early pit stop to go onto a set of hard tyres. Let me see what tyres he has started on. Oh, he's already made 2 pit stops. Saya's already made 2 pit stops, mediums to softs and then softs onto hards now. So he's probably going to go to the end on those set of hard tyres. It's possible, but he will most likely have a lot of tyre wear towards the end of the race, as he is going 22 laps on those set of hard tyres. But if he wants to win this race now, he has got to do that. So he's got to look after his tyres. Yeah, the other cars will have a much better advantage if they haven't pitted. Let's see who has pitted. Stops. So yeah, Saya and Baxi are the only two drivers to have made a stop. So everyone else will have to pit. Will be on much fresher tyres towards the end of the race. So Saya wants this to work, he's got to go to the end on this set of hard tyres, or there be a safety car towards the end of the race, enough to go on to either a worn set of medium tyres, or if he's got a fresher set of mediums, then just go on them, or a set of soft tyres if he's got any fresh. Safety car will be in this lap. So Malik will be the one to get us going. See what when he decides to leave, and he goes much earlier than his teammate. Even before we get into Parabolica, he has bolted it, and it was a pretty good getaway to get the jump over Roman. And yeah, they get away well. Nick gets away well, and Saya still at the back of the pack, possibly looking after his tyres in these early stages, which is what he wants to do, is look after those tyres to be able to go to the end, to be able to get those tyres to the end of the race. But Sam and Isaac battling away, and Saya has gained a free position. But now is stuck behind Baxi, who's on the same set of tyres as him, same fresh tyres as him, but you know there is a difference in performance. I believe there is. And Saya up into P9 now as he makes the charge back through the pack, as he just touches the rear of Sam, causing Sam to be offset on the exit of turn 2, which has now allowed Saya to get a run on him down towards turn 4 and gets the move done before the braking zone of turn 4, and is now up into P8. Sam got forced wide from Baxi and is now in last place. But Saya making his way back through the pack. But Malik still leading the way with Roman and Scenario close behind. And further 2 seconds back, Velocity followed by Luke, Plimble, then Ayrton, but Zaya getting the move done on Ayrton and is back up into P7 now. So 1.5 seconds pretty much he's got to catch up to Plimble. Luke getting past Velocity for P4. And Saya is hounding in on Plimble. Clearly, maybe he weren't looking after his tyres and he was just struggling to get the tyres up to temperature. But Velocity looking to get past Luke, looks to get the switch back done but can't get it done quite enough. But whilst these lot are battling, Saya has quickly caught up to the back of them. So it's probably a bit of tyre management, or it was due to these lot battling. But Saya has caught up to him very quickly. And gets a really nice run out of Ascari. Up towards Parabolica now. Will he get a move done in towards Parabolica? No, he hasn't got it quite enough. So will we see a forward moment as Saya gets a really nice run out of Parabolica and is side by side and is up into P6. Still side by side, but Saya, will he get a triple overtake done here? He will. Is he actually going to get a triple overtake done down in towards turn 1, side by side with Velocity? Gets a really nice run out of turn 2. This is really great battling between the two, leaving each other enough space to make it through the corner. Still side by side all throughout the first 3 corners. Now into the second chicane. Velocity will come out ahead and Saya will have to sit behind it. Saya gets a really nice run out of turn 5, but can't get enough pace into the first of the Lesmos. Through the second Lesmos now. He gets a really nice run. DRS wide open, heading down towards Ascari now. Is he going to have enough? He does have enough and will be up into P4, but he's got a 4-second gap now to F1 scenario as he gets held up, and I think this will be the comeback that Saya would have wanted. Nothing is stopping him from winning this race. He is a man on a mission. You can start him, you can get start him 20 seconds behind the pack and you still come across the line to win this race, to win a race. He is driving the wheels off of that car, but still managing to find the grip and have good tyre wear. But Velocity running Plimble wide, and is now Plimble has lost a huge amount of positions. He's back down into P8. He's now got Ayrton on his back now. Will Ayrton get the move done? No, not quite. So Plimble lives to see him keep his position for another lap. Always actually loses the rear on the exit of the second leg though. Something Sam has done both in quali and in the race. Luke up into P5 now, and is now he's on a mission as well, as he has got a 3-second time penalty. But Roman still hasn't got back past Malik. But will this be the lap that Roman does get past Malik? It will be. And Malik up into P1 of this race. Lap 12 of 27. Plimble up into P7. Roman can now get away from Malik as Saya is on a charge right now. Closing in on these three very rapidly. Oh, Plimble. What's happened to Plimble? He's lost 3 positions again. It's not going well this week for Plimble. Every time he's making gains, he just loses it. All in one corner. Whether that be someone pushing him wide or him just losing the rear. Can't get the traction down. Maybe a bit of tyre weight is coming to play for these drivers. And they could be really struggling. Let's see. Can't see anyone boxing yet. But they are already 1 second behind these two. That is actually insane. That Malik may have been doing some teamwork orders and backing F1 scenario up into Saya. But Malik still holding off scenario. And the gap now just under a second between Saya and scenario. Luke up into P5 as there's yellow flags due to, oh, it's a 3 car takeout. Oh my god, 3 cars involved, and Sam is just gained 3 positions due to them all colliding. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, as Velocity takes out Sam. I wonder if Velocity has been the cause of all these incidents. He's been taking loads of people out, and I think they've already made contact before, whether that be the sprint or the actual race earlier on. But Velocity causing trouble here in Monza. F1 scenario managing to get past as Vaxi goes wide. Seeing that may have been Velocity again, pushing him wide. Velocity being really dirty today. I wonder if Malik will play team orders, will do team orders, and he's not letting him past. He's going to choose to hold up Saya. So he gets a really nice launch out of the second of reverse mode and breezes past Malik for the final podium spot. But as we know, Saya's on much fresher tyres and doesn't really need to make another stop now in this race, so he can go to the end, whereas everyone else does have to make a stop. So that safety car has actually benefited Saya a huge amount, otherwise he may have not been anywhere near this race. He may have only still have been like P9, P8 at this moment in time. But here comes Saya down towards turn 1. He's got a huge amount of straight line speed and is up into P2. 1.8 seconds now to Roman. Scenario is going to do the best he can to fight back, but it's not going to be enough. So he's on much better tyres, better traction, as we can see there. Scenario still keeping with him, to be fair, on his worn tyres, and Saya having a little wobble on the exit of the first Desmo, as he may have been taking too much curbing. But Sam is boxed. I think this may be the lap that Roman will box as well. Let's see. No, he stays up for another lap. So with Saya on the much fresher tyres compared to the rest of the drivers, Malik gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane. so that time penalty will go towards him at the end of the race. But yeah, this strategy from Seiya, if he does choose to go to the end on these hard tyres, could be a win or a lose, as the other drivers will be on much fresher tyres compared to him. Yeah, he will have a really big distance over the rest of the pack, but they will come at him like with a rate of knots. But it's whether they'll have enough laps to catch up to him and get the overtake done, unless the safety car does come out later on. We've got 11 laps left here in Monza. Roman is leading the way, followed by Seiya. But Roman is still yet to box, as well as F1 scenario. Maybe Roman is looking to go long on these tyres and then possibly box for a set of softs, but no, this will be the lap, as well as Seiya. Seiya's boxing as well. Seiya choosing not to go to the end on those set of hard tyres and is boxing as well. F1 scenario continues on, it's still yet to pit in this race. So maybe he's doing a strategy of going as long as he can on those set of mediums and then boxing for a set of softs in the closing stages. But Seiya, I didn't expect him to box. And now Roman's going to be on fresh tyres. Seiya's going to be on fresh tyres, and Malik gets past Seiya on his fresh hard tyres. But I did not expect that from Seiya, as Seiya ruined his chances of winning. He's now got, I think he is the quickest driver on the track, but Roman has done a solid job to keep ahead of these lot for quite some time. 21 seconds the gap to F1 scenario, but they will hunt him down very easily. Roman in P2, but will take the lead after F1 scenario does box, and he's staying out for another lap. So I think he is doing the strategy of staying out as long as possible before boxing for a set of fresh soft tyres. So he will be the quickest driver on the grid come the end of the race. But Malik sets the fastest lap at the moment of a 1:21.9. But Seiya closing in on him on his fresh medium tyres. And we're going to have a battle on our hands between Roman and Seiya after Seiya when Seiya catches up to him. It's whether Malik will put up a fight with Seiya or not. See what F1 scenario does this time around, as he boxes now. So let's see what he will box onto. He will get overtaken by these four cars, but he'll have much fresher tyres. What is he boxing onto? It's going to be a set of fresh soft tyres, I believe. So he will go to the end on these soft tyres, and he will spend 8 laps on those tyres. So he's got 8 laps now to catch up to the top 3. But as we know, Malik does have a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So that will go against him at the end of this race. So F1 scenario at the moment is guaranteed a podium spot, unless a safety car does come out and Malik is able to box to get his penalty removed. as I said, the rest of the drivers will box as well. So Malik struggling, and Sayers got past Malik and can now get after Roman. 1.5 seconds, lap 19 of 27. And if Sayer does catch up to him, let's hope we'll have a good battle on our hands. I think the last time earlier on in this race, these two had come together and Sayer dropped all the way back to the back of the pack. I wonder if this is going to be the case this time around. He's not even using his ERS and is still sort of closing in on him. That straight line speed that he's got is absolutely insane. Say a 1.5 seconds away still from Roman, lap 20 of 27. Malik is sticking with it, with Sayer just about pulling Malik along, but it's not going to be enough for Malik as Scenario is hunting them down even. On his fresh set of soft tyres, Kimball in P5, Baxi in P6. Sam having a really quiet race to be fair. Had a few incidents with other drivers, but he hasn't really been able to get involved. It's either not the strongest track for him, or he's just not really that quick of a driver to be able to compete with the rest of the drivers on this grid. But Roman has pulled out a further 2 tenths on this lap. So Roman doing well to keep ahead. He's on much lower battery compared to Sayer. Sayer's got 70% and Roman has got 25%. Huge difference. So Sayer can just destroy all of that on the final lap if he's close enough, and we'll be able to breeze past him. Roman still leading the way with 5 laps to go. Malik 3 tenths behind his teammate. He make a move down into turn 1. No, he sticks behind and not make a move. Scenario hasn't really been able to close on them anymore. Maybe his soft tyres have run out. Maybe he's burned those soft tyres a bit too early. He should have boxed around lap 20, round about now, for a set of soft tyres. Now he will probably be starting to lose some tyre grip. But he still is slowly closing in on them, but not enough compared to what he was before. But Malik does get past Sayer. What is Malik doing? He's not playing the team game. Don't know, it may have been like ordered that. That Malik and Sayer swap. But they are 1.7 seconds behind Roman now. Let's say will be guaranteed a podium no matter what, as well as Scenario. Isaac gets a 3-second time penalty now. But yeah, Malik has got a 5-second time penalty, so Saya and Scenario are guaranteed a podium at the moment no matter what. But it's whether they can catch up to Roman. But I don't think they will have enough pace because Roman's doing a slow job getting up into P1 on lap 1. He's been able to control the race from start to finish, but did have a collision with Saya, causing Saya to drop down to the back of the pack, and Roman only to drop down to P3. .4 the gap now. So clearly Malik has got much better pace than what his teammate does. And he's quite quickly closing in on him. So maybe this was team orders to let Malik by. As he's clearly the much quicker driver. So if Malik can get past Roman, cause him troubles, and then allow Saya, which would then allow Saya to catch up and get the overtake done, but they're going to have to do it quickly as they are running out of time to do it. Velocity down in P9. Meanwhile, his teammate, his progress has stopped. 3.1 seconds to Saya. Not much is happening further back, apart from Luke sort of closing in on velocity. The gap now 1.2 seconds. Lap 25 of 27 now. F1 Scenario is now 4 seconds behind, so it's going to be close for F1 Scenario whether he can get onto that podium spot or not. I think he's destroyed those tyres too early, or he's boxed for the set of softs too early. But there's not long left for F1 Scenario, so if he can stay within that 5 second gap of Malik, he should be okay. There's a yellow flag in sector 1 and it's between Isaac and those lot. Oh! As Isaac rams into the back of Luke and Luke has DNF. Isaac gets a 5 second time penalty for purposely, by looks like, causing a collision. That is... whoa. Clearly something bad happened and that's frustrated Isaac to do that, but Saya has now got 2 laps left to catch up to Roman. Baxi retires now on the exit of Ascari, and by the looks of it, he's just took too much curbing and has just spinned it. don't think Sayer's going to be able to do enough. He is within the DRS range of Roman. It's all coming down to this last lap now. Sayer within DRS range. Will F1 Scenario be on the podium? Has he got enough pace to keep within Malik on this final lap? But heading down towards turn 4 now. Not going to be enough to do it into the chicane of turn 4 and 5. Can't get enough into the Lesmos. He's got one last opportunity to do this. It's down this straight. Roman is led pretty much start to finish. But Sayer down towards the Ascari. Roman trying not to give it up, but it's not going to be enough for Roman. Just ran out of time, and Roman ran out of pace and is now down into P2. And Sayer, after getting after losing a huge amount of positions, dropping to the back of the pack, will come around the final corner to win the Monza Grand Prix. Roman will come home in P2. Malik will come home in P3 on track, but has F1 Scenario done enough? He has. F1 Scenario will be on the podium. Plimbull will come home in P5, followed by Ayrton, Velocity Isaac, and Sam will eventually come home in P9. Sayer was the driver's aim, rightly so, as he got taken, dropped all the way down to the back of the pack. But that is race over, and what a comeback it was from Sayer. Like I said, you could start him 20 seconds behind the grid and he'd still find a way to come home to win the race. And it's taken forever to load up the results. There we go. Sayer is your race winner. And there is the results. Sayer winning both the sprint and the race. Getting pretty much max points. Yeah, he gets max points this race weekend. Disappointing, for really unlucky from Roman. Was looking strong until the final lap, where he just ran out of pace and didn't have enough. F1 Scenario, really good weekend from him. 5 points in the sprint and 15 in the race. So a really good weekend for them all. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next week for another ILR Grand Prix.